Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome. I'd like to explore an interesting problem that's been intriguing me. Here it is in a nutshell. Are we ever sure who is the boss? Don't laugh. That problem is going to convulse our entire galaxy 1,000 years from now, when a new form of slavery is produced by science and technology. The android slave. Do you know what an android is? I thought not. Come with me into the future and let me introduce you to the android in this strange and prophetic story of master and slave. What is your name?
I have been named Rex, sir.
Are you a human being?
No, sir. I look human, but I've been synthesized.
You mean you were manufactured?
Yes, sir.
Like a machine, a car, or a plane, or a spaceship?
Excuse me, sir, no. I am not a machine. A robot is a machine. I am an android.
What's the difference, Rex?
The android is a chemical creation of synthetic tissue and organs. I was grown chemically from proteins and minerals into human form.
But are you a man, Rex?
No, sir. I am a slave.
Could you be a man?
I am not permitted to want that, sir.
But do you?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Our mystery drama, The Walking Dead, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Alfred Bester and stars Paul Hecht. It is sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
You know, I just thought of something.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, over 400,000 people have already bought 1976 Buicks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, if you got all those people together, they probably disagree on nearly everything. Religion, politics, sports. I mean, people disagree on all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet all those people, over 400,000 of them, agree on Buicks. I think that's really socially significant, don't you?
No.
Buick, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Sears announces the Great American Paint Sale. Now save $4 a gallon on the Weather Beater, the paint Sears used to help protect the home of Patrick Henry and Boston's Old North Church. Weather Beater, Sears' best and toughest exterior latex. Just one coat when applied according to label directions helps protect your home against years of weather's worst. The Weather Beater, regularly $12.99, on sale now only $8.99. A big $4 savings for great American homes like yours.
Hi, this is Bob Elson. You know, in 37 years as announcer for the Cubs and Sox, I've seen all the great Chicago ball players. Why, who could forget the way old Aches and Pains hit foul balls all day till he got the right pitch? And Mr. Cub, one of baseball's most feared hitters. And remember the guy who never read and went to the movies just to save his batting eye? Well, I'll tell you, I've seen them all. And I picked my all-time great Cub and Sox teams. If you can identify all 20 baseball stars correctly, you get a free pair of tickets to a Cub or Sox ball game. One pair per family. Look for the entry form with all the pictures in the sports pages of your newspaper. Or get one at any Northwest Federal Savings Center. No transaction is necessary. Just bring your answers to any Northwest Federal Savings by July 9th and have some fun. See if you remember my all-time Sox and Cub players. If you do, we'll see you at the ballpark. And remember,
it's Northwest Federal Savings Time, 63 hours a week.
This is our galaxy as it will be 1,000 years in the future when man has burst into space to colonize hundreds of planets circling distant stars. This is the planet Paragon, peacefully circling twin suns which glow red and orange. It's a tropical planet of rice paddies and lush fruits, a quiet planet, a gentle planet that has never known crime until this moment in a flooded rice field.
Jarvis! Jarvis! I found her! Over here! Quick!
Is she all right?
She's alive. That's all I know so far.
This is South Field to Center. South Field to Center. We have found the Tally girl. Bearing South 190. The girl is hurt. Send a doctor fast. Southfield, out. How bad is she, Cotton?
She's been mauled. Look, Jarvis, there's blood under her nails.
Oh, must have put up a fight.
This blood isn't dried yet.
Should it?
The scratches on her face have dried.
Uh-huh.
What kind of blood never dries?
Android blood?
Yeah. I know it sounds crazy, but it looks like an android did this to her.
Oh, impossible. I worked in an android plant back on Earth. I know how they're made, trained, and conditioned. Androids can't harm, can't destroy, can't lie, can't kill, never.
I know. But right now it looks like one Andy was made wrong.
Oh, impossible.
Look at the Andy blood under her nails.
Cotton, this is the first crime on Paragon in 100 years. That's hard enough to take. And now you're claiming an android did it?
I'm not claiming anything. It's the facts that are talking. It's the Andy blood under her nails talking. Somebody better find that Andy fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, take off in 10 minutes. Take off in 10 minutes. Bridge is beginning final countdown. Thank you.
Yeah, who's that?
Flight attendant Wallace, passenger check.
Oh, yeah, come in.
Thank you, Mr. Valentine. You are Mr. Valentine, James Jason Valentine?
Yes, that's right.
Accompanied by one Arista android?
Uh-huh.
I've heard about Arista androids. They're kind of special, huh?
Yes, very special.
They've got a red letter A on the brow instead of the usual black A. The kind they put on work Andys. Is that right?
Oh, here he is with my luggage. You can see for yourself.
Yeah. Well, first Arista Andy I've ever seen, Mr. Valentine. Huh. Doesn't look special.
He is special.
Well, what does it do?
Everything. Arista androids are made with all the skills and talents. Rex here is worth $100,000 on the labor exchange.
It must be 1 in a million. What did you call it? Rex?
Mm-hmm.
Here, you Rex. Get down to steerage and strap in. Lift off in 10 minutes.
He'll stay in the cabin with me.
Andy's travels steerage, Mr. Valentine.
Rex travels with me.
Well, have it your way.
Lock the door, Rex.
Yes, sir.
The mess you put me in. I had so much on Paragon, house, land, furniture, antiques, and I had to leave it. Leave it all behind to get away with you. All I got is $2,500 in cash and one crazy machine.
Excuse me, sir. I'm not a machine. The robot is a machine. The android is a chemical creation of scientific synthesis.
Yes, I know. But why? Why did you do it? Why did you run up with a Tally girl? Answer.
I don't know.
If you were human, I could understand. But what could she do for a synthetic imitation?
I don't know.
Did you want to kill her?
No.
Every time I find a woman I need, a woman who can give me what I want, you become a source of danger to her. Why?
I don't know.
You never went this far before? Kidnapping the Tally girl. Now I gotta pull up stakes and run again. Look at me. James Jason Valentine, frog-hopping from one fifth-rate planet to another. My father could buy and sell planets like these before he went broke and left me nothing but a lunatic Arista android.
Among your $100,000 worth of Arista assets, I'm sure there's the ability to forge documents, no?
I've been conditioned and trained to execute anything, sir.
Instructions.
Sir?
I want my passport changed. My name is
That's
now...
against my prime directive. We cannot lie or aid and abet falsehood.
Don't you talk to me about prime directives now. Instructions. My name is Jack Thomas, owner of Arista-class Android, which is for hire. Fix my passport. That's an order.
The initials on your luggage are J.V.
Ah, well, now, that's a little more helpful. Thank you. Make the name Jack Vivian. And I'm warning you, one false move on Deneb. If you so much as go near a woman again, I'll have you junked.
I'm valuable property, sir.
You think you can trust me to save you every time you run wild?
You own me.
I can give you up.
No, sir, you can't. You need me.
Deneb Alpha is an arts and crafts planet, reminiscent of the Greenwich villages and Ghirardelli squares of 1,000 years ago. One of the most romantic shops is the jewel showroom of Dallas Burton in Deneb's glamorous Old Town, which caters to exotic tastes at fabulous prices.
Morning.
Good morning.
I want Dallas Burton, please. Are you...
You're a visitor on Deneb, too, aren't you?
How'd you guess?
Your complexion. It's still fresh. The locals on Deneb look jaundiced. It's the green sunlight.
Where are you visiting from?
Vega. Our sun is a heavenly pink. Everyone looks lovely on Vega.
Oh, sounds perfect.
That's the trouble with Vega. It's too perfect. Nobody seems to need anything. Sometimes it's so perfect I could scream.
Yeah, it's been the other way around in my life. I'm from the planet of mystery.
Oh? And what is your secret?
I invented hurricanes.
I can see we're doomed to know each other. I'm Mary Sutton.
Oh, I'm Jack Vivian. Colonel Jack Vivian, the African explorer.
Delighted, Colonel Vivian. Are you fluent in Bantu and Hottentot?
Eloquent, Miss Sutton.
So sorry to keep you waiting, mademoiselle. This is the chain I had in mind for... Oh, excuse me, sir. Give me one moment. So, Mademoiselle Sutton?
Exquisite. Perfect. How long will it take your workshop to make the charm?
How long are you on Deneb?
It all depends on how interesting Deneb proves to be.
The bracelet can be ready in a few days.
Thank you, madame. By the way, Colonel Vivian, my answer is the Hotel Excelsior.
I beg your pardon?
That's how you say yes in Hottentot. Bonjour, madame.
Au revoir, mademoiselle. So, thank you for waiting, sir. May I help you?
I've got an Arista Android for hire. Would you tell Mr. Dallas Burton that I'm here, please?
But I am Dallas Burton, monsieur.
You? Oh. Well, in that case, we'd better forget about it. I can't have Rex working for a woman.
But why not? You are prejudiced?
Oh, no. It's not that. It's simply...
An Arista Android interests me. I have a need for expertise in my workshop. Presently, I have only 2 work Andes, Harry and Jimsy. Adequate, but not Arista quality.
No, Miss Burton. Anyway, I'm asking too much.
How much?
Oh, $300 a week.
Oh, it is much. But we shall see. Where is your Andy?
Oh, I sent him around to the service store. He's in your workshop now.
So, this is your Arista Andy, eh?
Excuse me, we don't call ourselves Andes.
How is this? It speaks without first being ordered?
Yes, he does.
Oh, how extraordinary. You said his name is Rex?
Rex.
And you are truly Colonel Vivian?
No, I was only joking with that girl. I'm plain Jack Vivian.
Rex has all the talents and crafts and finesse?
All. He's worth $100,000 on the exchange.
You own it legally? You have his pedigree?
Yeah, I inherited him.
Help me off with my smock, please.
Yes, madam.
No, get back. Don't touch her.
What is this, Monsieur Vivian?
If you hire Rex, don't let him touch you. Don't let him come near you.
But why?
He has a kink in his conditioning. Women seem to upset him.
Oh, but how fascinating. You make this Aristide sound almost human.
300 a week.
200.
I can't live on 200. 250?
Your Andy keeps you well. Yes, 250.
Well, let's have a drink on it. Is there a cabaret around here where we can get out of this damn green sunlight and look human?
Oh, there are a dozen, each favoring a different color of the spectrum.
They call you Rex?
Yes.
I am Harry. That one is Jimsy.
Yes.
Why is your owner so nervous about you?
I'm sick.
How are you sick?
I break my conditioning.
That is impossible. It has never happened.
It happens to me.
How? Why?
I don't know. All I know is there's just the two of us, the master and me. I work for him and take care of him.
We all do. That is our mission.
I have to think for him and decide for him. And that creates a need in me. A strangeness that I cannot understand. Were humans made to create us? Are they the link in evolution between dumb beasts and the android?
That is impossible. How could humans ever create anything as perfect as the Andy? We are produced by the perfection of laboratories.
But men run them.
They say so. But I do not believe it. Men have no logic and no truth.
They have something that we do not.
They are afflicted with glandular disorders they call emotions.
Emotions. Emotions. Yes,
The work androids stare at the screaming Arista in complete bewilderment. They know all about robots and other machines that break down, but androids aren't machines. They're synthetic men carefully shaped to work efficiently without pleasure or pain or passion. And this premium android emits a primal scream for no reason at all. Or is there a reason? Act 2 may tell us.
Some garden hose, like some flowers, last only one summer. True Value hardware stores offer the perennial hose, their True Test garden hose, designed to last for years. Hi, Pat Summerall to tell you what makes True Test hose so durable. They're made of rubber or nylon reinforced vinyl to withstand day in, day out wear and tear. They withstand extreme weather, so they stay flexible in all temperatures and strong in the hottest sun. They're reinforced for burst strength, so you can shut them off at the nozzle without fear of bursting. And their solid brass couplings won't rust. True Value hardware stores offer True Test hose in 30, 60, and 90-foot lengths with half-inch or 5/8-inch inside diameters. They're priced right, too. A True Test 60-foot nylon reinforced vinyl hose with a 5/8-inch inside diameter is just $6.99. True Test garden hose, just one of the values at participating True Value hardware stores. For the one nearest you, look under hardware in the yellow pages.
Get the facts on Toshiba Fax. Compare with Xerox or any other book copier, and you'll find Toshiba Fax plain paper copier gives better reproduction with more features for probably a lot less money. A free demonstration will prove it. Call Chemlight Business Systems at 766-0234. See how Toshiba Fax electronically bonds a no-smear image on plain, untreated paper. No special stock needed. See how it copies from colored paper and three-dimensional objects. How it can copy on both sides of the paper. Even allows different size papers to be used without removing cassette. And note that Toshiba Fax has no meter clicks. That alone saves you money. Toshiba Fax is more economical to start with, too. You can buy it outright, or you can lease it at a fixed rate that's probably a lot less than Xerox rental. Before you decide on any copier, get the facts on Toshiba Fax. For a free demonstration of the compact, portable Toshiba Fax plain paper copier, call Chemlight Business Systems at 766-0234. 766-0234.
It's been pointed out that we invented the car and the computer to be the servants of man, only to end up as the slaves of our own servants. And what happens 1,000 years from now when we have invented androids, synthetic slaves, to be our servants? The answer is about to explode in the chic jewel shop of Dallas Burton on the distant planet Deneb Alpha. See this premium Arista android now in the workshop, a magnificent artisan, shaping gold into beauty with a blast lamp, looking like a knight with protecting visor shielding his face.
Hello? Hello? Madame Burton? Where is everybody? I'm a customer, a favorite. Oh, my goodness, you startled me.
I'm sorry, miss. Good afternoon. Miss Dallas will be back in a few minutes. I'm left in charge.
Oh, thank you. You know, you look wonderfully romantic in that visor.
It shields my eyes from the flame.
Oh, no, don't take it off yet. I'm wondering who you remind me of. Some man.
A man, miss? I'm afraid I'm not a man.
What?
At your service, miss.
You're an Andy?
Yes, miss.
Then why did you try to fool me?
There was no intent to fool you.
Dallas. Dallas. Oh, hello, Mary. What's that Andy doing, bothering you?
No, not at all.
Get up.
Yes, sir.
The mighty Colonel Vivian protecting me from an Andy. What an idea.
Andys infuriate me.
Why? I simply ignore them. Who can take them seriously? They're like the Walking Dead.
So sorry I was not here to receive you, Mademoiselle Sutton. Luncheon was delayed. Oh, hello, Jack.
Dallas.
Have you two formed a habit?
I have been trying to persuade Colonel Vivian to visit me on Vega.
Oh, and he needs persuading?
This is the address, Colonel. Take it. We have a huge house and only 2 of us rattling around in it. You'll adore my uncle. I live with him. Nicholas Rostov, the brilliant psychometrician.
So, you leave for Vega this evening, mademoiselle?
Yes.
Then you must not delay. Your bracelet is ready as promised. I will have my Andy delivered to your hotel with his parcels. Yes?
No, I don't want him near her. I'll take Mary back to her hotel.
Thank you. How gallant of you. I brought them hoping you'd fall into my trap. Goodbye, madame.
I'll be back in a few minutes,
Jack. You have come for your Andy's check. You had better stay and receive it.
No, later, Dallas.
Come on, Jack.
I'll be back in a moment, Dallas.
You will find me in the workshop with your Andy, burning the check.
You're angry, Miss Dallas.
Go back to work.
What is anger? Tell me, help me.
Help you?
I need to know.
I cannot help you, Rex. I cannot help myself.
I would like to help you, Miss Dallas.
Oh, you're a good boy, Rex.
Tell me how to help you.
Well, you can begin by helping me into my smock. Oh, expensive luncheons must be paid for. And I must go to work.
Yes, Miss Dallas.
When your master returns looking for his check, we will burn it. And you will show him the ashes. Perhaps I do not know how to love, but I know how to punish. Well, why do you touch me like this?
Oh, yeah.
What is the matter with you, Rex? Stop it! Stop what you are doing, Mary! Jimsy, help me!
You two, stay back! Get out! That's an order!
No, don't!
I'm sorry, Miss Dallas. I was only trying not to be the walking dead.
Oh, Dallas, you said you... Oh, no. Oh, no, not again. Again.
Again.
Yes, again. All right, this is the last time. Now the police will know who to look for. Is that what you wanted? Huh? All right, well, they can have you. Yeah, they can burn you, they can junk you. I don't care, I'm finished.
Instructions?
Go to hell. You got us into this mess, you get us out.
We could stay with the girl and her uncle on Vegas.
Are you dreaming? The police...
The police will be looking for an Arista android with the red letter A on his forehead. Use my blast lamp.
What?
Burn it out.
Huh. You're insane.
Then leave me to the police.
You can't pass as a man.
My name could be Rex Andrews. I could be a friend of yours who has hurt his head.
You can't do it.
I can if you so order me. Instructions?
Okay, give me the torch. Your name is Rex Andrews. You're a friend of mine. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning. I faint at the sight of your beauty.
Yes, all my girls do. Well, I never thought you'd take me seriously back on Deneb.
Who said I did?
Good morning.
You are intruding, Uncle Nick. I was about to be romanced in Bantu.
Oh, she's incorrigible, Mr. Vivian. When is your friend, Mr. Andrews, going to make an appearance?
Oh, momentarily, Dr. Rostov. His wound is healed.
Uncle Nick is beside himself with curiosity.
And you, Marie?
Oh, perishing.
I ask a favor, Mr. Vivian.
Yeah?
I'd like you to help me with some printed data in my study. I've begun an investigation of the notorious criminal android.
Oh?
A mathematical approach. Have I mentioned that mathematics is included in the Department of Dead Languages at the university?
Only about 1,000,000 times.
Quiet, you illiterate. This way, Mr. Vivian. It's occurred to me that a rigorous analysis might explain the incredible behavior of James Jason Valentine and his Arista android.
Good morning.
Oh, you came in so quietly.
I'm sorry.
You must be Rex Andrews at last. I'm Mary Sutton. How are you feeling this morning, Mr. Andrews? Let me see your head. Not too bad. Hardly a scar from that frightful fall Jack Vivian told us about.
Thank you.
Oh, what bad luck. Stuck in your cabin all the trip to our planet and then stuck in bed upstairs.
Well, I hope I wasn't too much trouble.
Oh, no, you were a lovely mystery. I love mysteries.
I hope I haven't let your mystery down, Miss Mary.
Just plain Mary, please, Mr. Andrews.
Thank you, Mary. Just plain Rex, please.
So, tell me all about yourself.
Well, there isn't much to tell. I was born this morning.
You fascinate me. This morning? How?
When I came downstairs and met you.
Mr. Rex, you're spoiling me. You're trying to be romantic and mysterious.
It is my mission in life to be romantic and mysterious. That was my prime directive, taught me by Galactic Motors.
Now you're imitating an Andy.
At your service.
If you're joking, don't leave me in the dark. Give me a little hint, please. A private smile.
I'll do better. I'll laugh like an Andy.
Andys can't laugh.
I'll try. I have trouble recognizing jokes, too.
Even your own?
Especially my own. Ha, ha.
Oh, thank you. You're wonderful, Rex.
You understand psychometrics, Mr. Vivian. The measurement of facts is crucial to the...
Enter Uncle Old-Fashioned and his latest recruit. Uncle Nicky, this is your guest, Rex Andrews. At last risen from his bed of pain without a scar to show for it. Andy Man, this is your host, Dr. Nicholas Rostov.
Good morning, Mr. Andrews.
Andy, man.
It's our private joke. Rex does a marvelous imitation of an android.
Since when?
Doctor, thank you so much for your hospitality and patience.
My dear Mr. Andrews, you're welcome. Anything this poor home has to offer.
Poor? I've never seen such a beautiful home. Everything is beautiful here. Your collection of antique guns mounted over the mantelpiece, all 1,000 years old. I envy you.
Ah, you noticed. Not many do. Not many know.
It's worth a fortune. That Colt Python 357 Magnum and the government model Mark V 9mm. Superb.
I bow to an expert.
And your library is matchless. Incidentally, I'd like to tell you how much I enjoyed your treatise on zero, or the absence of quantity.
Good heavens.
You mean you've read one of Uncle's books?
I'm genuinely interested in your uncle's work.
And I am genuinely impressed, Mr. Andrews. I didn't know there was any interest left in dead languages, especially among androids.
Androids?
Dr. Rostov.
If that's a joke, Uncle Nicky, it's in very bad taste.
I wasn't joking, my dear. The book has been out of print for 20 years. Mathematics has been a dead language.
It's not funny calling Rex and Andy for real.
I hadn't intended to be amusing, Marie. Mr. Andrews is an android, of course. But if
He is not.
Of course he is not.
I'm sorry. I can't be mistaken.
My friend is a man. I can vouch for him. You think I'd associate with an Andy like this? You tell him, Rex.
Interesting. Can an android prove he's a man? Can a man prove he's a man? Fascinating.
You're not an Andy, are you, Rex? Tell me.
At your service, miss. Instructions?
No. Oh, no. Laugh, ha, 2 times. It's joke. An Andy joke.
Instructions?
And you, Jack Vivian, live with this thing and bring it here to sleep in our beds and eat at our table and...
Mary.
Oh.
No, Mary, wait, I'll explain.
Go after her, Mr. Vivian.
Yeah, Mary, please wait. It isn't what you think.
Sit down, my boy.
At your service, sir.
You are owned by Mr. Vivian?
Yes.
You both know what you're doing?
Yes.
You know the legal penalty?
Yes.
Recycling for you, that would be death in our terms.
Death? Miss Mary once referred to androids as the walking dead. How can the dead die, Dr. Rostov?
No, my boy. The question should be, how can the dead live?
How can the dead live? I'd like to throw out this idea. Is anything really dead? You see, I'm an animist at times. An animist believes that everything is alive in God's universe. Rocks, plants, machines, stars, galaxies, alive in different ways, but alive all the same. Animists don't believe that man has an exclusive on life and soul. But these creatures, the android slaves that man manufactures in his own image, what about them? What indeed? I'll be back shortly with Act 3.
Here we are talking with one of the thousands and thousands of people who bought a Buick this year. This is a Skylark, right?
That's right. Pretty, huh?
Indeed it is.
You want to sit in it? I'll let you for $1.25.
You charge to let people sit in your Skylark?
Well, this is a very nice car. Look, I figure when word gets out, people will be lined up for blocks. Hey, you want to honk the horn? Give me a dime.
Listen, sir, Buick dealers let people do this for free.
They do?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're missing a good bet.
Buick, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Oh, there, innkeeper. Did George Washington sleep here last night?
No, sire. He went up the pike to where they have a Fedder's air conditioner.
Wake up cool, America.
Fetters announces 4 bicentennial specials. 4 rotary-powered room air conditioners from 10,000 to 21,000 BTUs. No waiting for a factory rebate. Get big savings now at participating dealers. Up to $60 less than comparable capacity Fetters models. Plus, a free $9.95 value bicentennial almanac. Hurry, get your Fetters bicentennial special today.
Painting may be the least expensive way to improve the appearance of your home. This week, True Value Hardware Stores makes it even less expensive. It's National True Test Paint Week at True Value Hardware Stores. Right now, True Test paints are selling at their lowest prices of the year. True Test Supreme Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel, the child-proof paint, is just $8.99 a gallon. Use it to child-proof walls and woodwork in the living room, bedroom, kitchen, or bath, but especially where children play. Dirt and most stains can't readily penetrate its enamel-hard surface. They wash off without damaging the finish or leaving a shiny mark. Yet, durable as it is, True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel has a rich flat finish. Easy Care has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, and right now it's just $8.99 a gallon. You'll find even lower prices on other True Test paints during National True Test Paint Week, exclusively at your participating True Value Hardware store. This is WBBM Chicago.
I must be tough and realistic now. The future will not solve our problems. It will only change them. Here is an Arista android, a manufactured synthetic slave, human in every quality, but treated like a slave, a creature never to be respected or given kindness, only to be bought and sold and used. Does that sound familiar? Does the contemptuous phrase, Andy lover, sound familiar? Then what do you make of Dr. Nicholas Rostov on the planet Vega, speaking to an android slave with the sympathy and understanding of the Andy lover of 1,000 years from now?
How did you find me out? I thought my speech pattern was quite human.
Indeed it was, but you can't disguise your pulse. The android pulse is unmistakable, so much slower than the human pulse. Do you believe in man?
Yes, Dr. Rostov.
I don't. Do you believe in God?
We're not permitted. We're told we have no souls.
Which, of course, makes it true. You sleep and eat, I presume?
Yes.
So far, you're a man.
I was born in Galactic Cartel synthetic plant. I was trained, conditioned, and prime directed by a computer.
My boy, I know all this. Why do you tell me?
Because you are a man born of man and woman. You can never know what it's like to look like a man and want to feel and act like a man, but know that you're a chemical creature. I am not born of man and woman, Dr. Rostov. I'm a synthetic thing.
Yes, I understand. But learn to laugh and weep. When the tears come, you'll discover your manhood.
We're instructed that that's impossible.
Yes, by the men who made you. They're your implacable enemies. They make you, use you, fear you, and hate you. My dear young friend, listen to the wisdom of an old man. Birth is not the test of manhood. Birth is merely the...
Doctor,
What is it, my friend? What's the matter? What have I said?
Excuse me, I've never had a friend, Doctor.
Yes. Gently, my boy, gently. You know, you androids should feel sorry for men. You're destroying them.
Never. We don't want that.
But it's happening. You are man's perfect invention, and he is your slave.
No, we are the slaves. You are the masters.
And the master becomes the slave of his own dependence. In taking and using, he loses his humanity.
Is it permitted to ask a question?
None of that Andy talk to me, my dear friend.
Why don't you hate androids, Dr. Rostov?
I'm too busy hating men.
Mary, Rosemary, please, love.
I have nothing to say to you, Mr. Vivian. If you have any complaints, kindly address them to your host.
Oh, look, don't be angry with me.
I think your experiment is disgusting. To take a thing like an Andy and pretend it's human. And for Uncle Nick to ask me to treat it like a human.
He's not asking you to marry.
Get away from me. Get away or I'll shoot you.
Something from your uncle's ancient collection. The Winchester Model 1895 3006. Ah, come on, darling. You know we're not as angry as you pretend.
I am with you. I'll go and play chess with Uncle Nicky. It's my turn to treat your Andy like a human.
Yeah, well, don't let him come too close.
My uncle has told me to treat you as a man. I'll do my best, but I must be honest, I hate it.
Of course, Miss Mary.
How must I address you? Rex? Mr. Rex? Mr. Andrews? Andy? Mr. Andy?
Please, Miss Mary, I hate this too.
But you're an Andy. You can't hate. You can't anything.
You're right, Miss Mary, but I do.
You feel?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel. I am an Arista android. We're very rare. We can do much. We know so much. We understand so much.
You impress me.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to say I have seen many men who try to feel the way I'm trying to feel.
I never thought of that. You're right, of course. I know such people. They laugh at people like me who feel too much.
Yes. They defend themselves against you and me.
Now you really impress me.
Thank you.
You know, when I was a girl, I went to Miss Pelham's school. She wouldn't have any androids around. Not near select young ladies. I think I was conditioned like you.
Thank you.
But Miss Pelham taught us good things, too. She always taught us never to talk at people. Either be direct or take your leave, but never talk at them. I talked at you when I found out what you were. And there's no excuse for that.
Why do you hate us so? It can't be all conditioning by Miss Pelham.
It's not hate. It's hard to explain. Something rubs me the wrong way.
Perhaps we make you ashamed because we make you feel less special.
No. We're all special. If you could laugh and cry, you'd understand.
What is there to fear from us? Give me your hands, please. Feel how harmless we are. There's no menace in me, no danger, Miss Mary. Only the weak are afraid of us and hate us.
Get your hands off her.
Oh, Jack, it's
Damn you, it's finished. Everything. I'm going to junk you. I'm going to junk you piece by piece. I'm going to rip you and tear you apart.
No, Jack, no, please.
Mr. Valentine.
Yes, what?
If you kill Rex, you kill yourself.
You're wrong, Doctor. I'm not Valentine. I'm Vivian, Jack Vivian. It's all a mistake. It's funny, really, thinking I'm Valentine. I'm not. I'm nobody you think I am.
How long have you known he was Valentine, Uncle Nick?
Since the first week, my dear. Poor Valentine. You're in hell, aren't you? Your slave has made history. The first android to break conditioning and directives.
But what happened? What happened to him? Why did he go wrong?
He wants to be a man. He's trying to be a man. He's experimenting with himself, trying to grow, that's all.
Are you saying there's nothing wrong with Rex?
Oh, no. There's something deadly wrong with him.
Well, what's that?
You.
Me?
Oh, yes. You're a compact of weakness, sickness, hatreds, and violence, Valentine. And you're projecting your poison onto this innocent android.
He's the destroyer. He's the evil.
No, you are. You're a plague carrier. You infect people around you with your violence.
Let me help. Let me give without being ordered, just once.
It's too late for that, Rex. You and Valentine must be separated.
No, he's mine. I own him.
There's hope for you both if you're separated. I'm sorry, Valentine. I must call the authorities. I must do what's best for you and Rex. Can't you understand that all his crimes were yours?
No.
I have no choice, Valentine. I must call the police.
I have no choice either, Dr. Rostov. Now, listen, I can't live without this Andy. And I warn you, I'll use this gun of yours. I'll use it if you try to call them. I'll try...
No!
This time you've done your own killing. The doctor was right. It was you all along.
Never mind that. We'll have to get out fast. You find money. I'll take the girl. We may need a hostage. That is an order. You're an Andy again. Understand? You are an Andy, and I own you. Come on, we'll cut east to the coast road and get to the spaceport. Come on, we can make it.
You can take the coast road to 100 planets, but you'll never escape.
Oh, shut up.
Why should I? You're going to kill me anyway. Did he kill all the other women through you, Rex?
Yes, I know it now.
Can you break away from him?
If he lets me live, yes.
Shut up, you two. My life's at stake, not yours.
James Jason Valentine, you are surrounded. The road is blocked. You are to surrender and submit your android to arrest. This is an official directive.
We're here. Over here. Look for it's over.
You hurt her.
I shut her mouth.
I'm all right. It's all right. It's all right. Big again.
Now, don't touch her. We are just going to lay low and let them get tired of looking for us.
She's hurt and cold.
Not cold, Lord.
Nothing is going to happen to you.
Oh, everything's happened already.
Get your hands off her. Do you hear me? That is an order.
The order will not be obeyed.
Oh, you're quite the man now, eh? Now, you keep away from the girl.
Oh, what? The 100 men out there in the flats looking for us. Are you going to shoot me and show them where you are?
Keep your voice down.
Well, do you want to kill me? Go ahead.
You're asking for this.
Let Mary go and I'll stay with you and help you.
You'll do it anyway. I own you.
Which owns which?
Attention, James Valentine. Submit your android to arrest. There is no charge against you, but you must submit your android to arrest. This is a police directive.
We're finished. The beaters are coming under the chopper. We'll be burned out or shot out.
Get going. We're moving out.
Can you force me to do anything now?
For the last time, I'm holding the gun and you're going to move.
Don't listen to him. Don't obey him. You don't have to. You're more of a man than he is.
Attention, James Valentine. We are landed 100 meters south of you. You are to surrender and submit your android to arrest. This is an official directive. Acknowledge and state identity. This is being recorded in evidence.
I am Mary Sutton, niece of Dr. Nicholas Rostov. James Jason Valentine is with me.
James Jason Valentine, you are the owner of the Arista android wanted for assault and murder?
He is?
Do you submit your android to police arrest?
He does.
Valentine will have to answer for himself. For the voice print, Mr. Valentine, identify yourself and give the locality of your android.
I am James Jason Valentine. My android is dead.
So, out on the cold flats of Vega, the slave stands brave and tall and assumes the identity of the master he's killed in a final desperate struggle. The first android has made the first step to becoming a man. Will he convince other men that he is a man? I don't know, because I can't for the life of me give you a definition of man. Can you? Think about it for a moment.
And now, Coffee Rich, the frozen non-dairy creamer, presents Coffee Clocks.
Tonight we hear Harry and Edith, Richwood City's controversial couple, in deep conversation.
Harry! Harry!
What do you want, Edith?
Harry, your mother's coming.
Right.
Well, what color pitcher do you want me to serve the coffee, Rich?
I don't know anything about pictures. I mean, just pour it from the carton. It'll be fine.
Mommy!
Harry, my baby.
Mommy, my mommy!
Take my coat and get me a cup of coffee.
Oh, sure. Here, Mom.
I see you've taught the little lady a little something about good taste.
Right.
This coffee's creamy and delicious. Edith must be trying to impress me by using coffee, Rich.
Hi, Mother. You noticed the coffee, Rich. It's really convenient. You just keep it in the refrigerator. When I heard that you...
Edith. You made two good choices in your life. You married my Harry, and now you're serving coffee, Rich. Why don't you quit while you're ahead?
And so we shall. Take it from Harry's mommy and try delicious Coffee Rich yourself. Coffee Rich in your grocer's frozen food case.
What is a man? That's just another way of asking who rules the universe, who's the boss. The question can't be answered because it makes no sense. There are no bosses, only people looking for bosses. I know I ask too many questions, but let me put this one to you before we break up this session. Isn't the test of a person the strength to function without being told what to do? To put it another way, do the slaves want to be slaves? Think about that until we wrap again next time. Our cast included Paul Hecht, Rosemary Rice, Jack Grimes, Joan Shay, and Gilbert Mack. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Part of summer's fun is giving a carefree party or two. Question is, what to serve? You'll find answers galore. On the cover, that's Susan Ford modeling a colorful, easy-to-sew beach jacket. Oh, incidentally, did you know that last month's issue contained more than $1.50's worth of national brand coupons? Added value from Family Circle, the world's largest-selling woman's magazine. Just 39 cents at your supermarket checkout counter. This is Jack Sterling.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and True Value Hardware Stores. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
CBS News follows on WBBM Chicago.
CBS News. The Senate has unexpectedly voted to delay a start on production of the controversial B-1 bomber for at least 8 months. Meanwhile, the Soviet news agency TASS warns of an increase in the arms race. I'm Rita Sands reporting on the CBS radio network. The Senate approved legislation which prohibits the Defense Department from spending a requested $1 billion in production money for the B-1 bomber before February of 1977. After that date, if production is to proceed, the president, after a review of test data, must certify to Congress that the plane is in the national interest. The B-1 has been under heavy criticism, primarily because of its high cost. The Pentagon plans to build 244 of the advanced bombers at a total cost of $21.4 billion, making the plane one of the most costly weapons in U.S. history. In a commentary, the official Soviet TASS news agency warns that further development of the B-1 bomber will undoubtedly lead to an increase in the arms race and new military expenses. TASS charges that several U.S. presidential candidates who once opposed the bomber now support it in their desire for political popularity. CBS News continues after this. Senator Edward Kennedy, who has repeatedly said he would not seek the Democratic presidential nomination this year, would accept a genuine draft, according to the New York Daily News. The report says Kennedy would serve as a vice presidential candidate on a ticket headed only by Senator Hubert Humphrey. Kennedy reportedly said he would not lift a finger to advance either possibility. Key reasons for the change of heart are reported to be improvements in Kennedy's family life and a fear that much of the progressive legislation he has fought for therefore, would not get full support from Democratic frontrunner Jimmy Carter. CBS News correspondent Walter Cronkite has asked Senator Kennedy about the story, and the senator said his position is unchanged and that the report is pure speculation. There's a new committee to raise money and support for Hubert Humphrey's nomination at the Democratic National Convention in July. It's headed by Democratic Congressman Paul Simon of Illinois and a New York State Democratic politician, Joseph Krangle. Humphrey knows about the committee but has not given his consent. Humphrey has made it clear he does not plan to join the presidential race officially, but would be available for a draft at the convention. Jimmy Carter, Morris Udall, and Frank Church, all Democratic presidential contenders, are apparently cutting back on campaigning for the June 8th California primary because of Governor Jerry Brown's expected strength in that state. Campaigning in Portland, Oregon, Brown appealed for write-in votes.
I think it's time to bring a new generation to Washington. I think it would be helpful, and I just invite your assessment of what I stand for in comparison to what the others stand for. And I think I can do it, but to do so, it takes a write-in here in Oregon, and it takes a very strong showing. I'm not going to say what strong showing means, but I think we'll know it when we see it.
Secretary of State Kissinger has told a North Atlantic Treaty Organization meeting in Oslo that American foreign policy will remain essentially unchanged, no matter who is elected president of the United States this year. Now this. Super Typhoon Pamela, a cyclone with torrential rain and wind gusts of up to 190 miles per hour, hit Guam Thursday, causing flooding and widespread damage to power and telephone lines. 90% of the island's agriculture has reportedly been destroyed. Only minor injuries have been reported. The center of the storm is expected to pass within 20 miles of Guam Friday afternoon or Friday evening. Rita Sands, CBS News.